We're live. Good morning, and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. My name is Matt Braley. Pete Braley is not here today. Took a personal day. Took a little vacation. I will say it's an approved vacation, mainly because I bought the Red Sox tickets in order for him to go to this game. So that's why it's approved. But yeah, Pete's not here today. What does he call me? I'm the co-host, executive producer, show creator, and of course, all-around great guy, Matt Braley. Thank you. Glad to be here. But thank you for choosing us today. Our goal is to always start your day off on a positive note. If you enjoy what we do here, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss any future shows. We're live on YouTube Friday mornings at 8, but you can also find us on all of your favorite podcast apps. But yeah, Pete's not here. He and Trish have gone to Baltimore to go see the Red Sox. It's their dream to see all the ballparks. So us as nice kids, because we're nice kids, we bought them tickets to go see a game in Baltimore to start it off. But yes, I'm here with my best friend, part-time Pete Braley Show employee. What else? All around great guy, of course. Justin.
It's glad I'm happy to be here. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm happy.
Pete has those intros down. I personally don't, but yeah, it's gonna be a good show today. Hopefully, I mean that's the goal. Coming up, we have the usuals: Would You Rather, the Stumpa, the Secret Sound game, which Justin gets to play. I don't think you didn't see what they were, right?
No.
Are you telling the truth?
I swear to God.
You swear?
I didn't. I skipped over that part.
All right, just checking. There's one thing we care about on the show. It's integrity. Okay. But yeah, we have Am I the A-Hole and much more. But yeah, Justin, what's up? How's life been?
It's busy as always, but glad to be here on the Pete Braley Show.
Amen. Are you mad that I woke you up this early?
No. It's not.
Secretly.
It's not.
Be honest. You normally watch the Pete Braley Show in your pajamas. Is that what it is?
I do. Right from my bed. I can't lie.
So you had to get up and get ready today.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. But it is Friday, August 19th. Where is August gone? Where's the summer gone? But football season is coming up. But anyways, it is International Bow Day, not Bow Day. I kept reading it wrong. But it's International Bow Day. It recognizes the accessory that has been changing fashion for centuries. Did you know that during the 18th century, men primarily wore bows? However, as fashion trends changed, women began to wear the accessory too. It goes out hunting, did it? I mean, hey, I thought it was International Bow Day. I was already prepped. We were going to bow. It was going to be the worst joke of all time. And then I kept reading. But anyways, National Aviation Day, National Potato Day, which I think potato might be like just the best, most versatile food.
Yeah. I mean, you can do a lot.
Think about all the different foods, and like none of them are bad except for, obviously,
potato salad.
French fry. Oh, okay. No, yeah, potato salad. I'm just kidding. I love French fries. National Soft Ice Cream Day, hard ice cream. Get out of here. It's not your day. Maybe another day. On the day book today, 1967, the Beatles. All You Need Is Love goes to number one. Do you know that? Can you sing it for us, Joseph? Pete's not here. You gonna disappoint everybody?
I have to. I'm sorry, guys.
All you need is love. All you need is love. Love is all you need. I hope that's the right one. 1991, Hurricane Bob hits the U.S. That one actually affected things around here as the eye of the hurricane passed over Block Island and made landfall over Newport shortly before 2 p.m. Justin, where were you in 1991?
Not born. But
same.
It's one of those things you always hear about.
Yeah.
You always like, Hurricane Bob. Every
time there's a new hurricane, they compare it on whether or not it's going to be better or worse than Bob.
Yeah.
And us, of course, weren't alive. So anyways, in 2020, Apple becomes the first U.S. company to be valued at $2 trillion. A lot of money. Stop making the phone the same. Make it better. And you can do whatever you want with the phone, but stop making the older products stop working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that you have to buy a new one. Like my Apple Watch. My poor Series 3 Apple Watch is like hanging on by a thread, but they're just trying to get me to buy a new one. Celebrity birthdays today. President Bill Clinton is 76. John Stamos, of course, Uncle Jesse from Full House, is 59. He doesn't look a day over 30. And Matthew Perry is 53. I don't know if his book has come out yet, Matthew Perry. But I do want to read it.
Matthew Perry?
Come on. All right.
I know the actor. I'm not really
Justin has run his course on this show, and we'll find somebody new. So let us know if you want.
Is he from Friends?
Yes, from Friends. Come on.
I remember this.
Come on. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat. Early morning in the chat. It's been tough the past couple weeks because it's been like live, then not live, and now it's live. I know I personally feel rusty, like setting up this morning. Granted, in a new space, but if you want to hear about that, we'll wait till later. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Diane's here. Good morning. Gail says, sunny morning from Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach. I was just there last week, only for a day, but I was there. Diane says hi, by the way, Justin.
Oh, what's up, Diane?
Dana says, I was at the firehouse for 3 days during Hurricane Bob.
Wow.
Must have been hectic, right, Dana? Diane said, yes, football. I do believe that the Bucs defeated the Dolphins. What, in preseason? Did they play each other in preseason? Is that what we're talking about?
Interesting.
I don't know. But yeah, football season is coming up. I'm very, very excited. All right, what's going on here? In the news this week, it's official. 4 guys in Kentucky broke the Guinness World Record by playing 2,097 holes of miniature golf in 24 hours. Cole Hetzel, Chris Hetzel, Tony Centers, and Bob Schudinger. I'm sorry, I didn't practice it. Schodinger began their day at 8 a.m. at Putt Putt Golf in Erlanger, Kentucky, and didn't stop until 8 a.m. the next day. Is it a 24-hour golf place? Or
They must have rented it out.
Yeah, did they keep it open for this event? But also, I think the most impressive part is just that somebody stayed awake for 24 hours.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do that. Like maybe when I was like 13, not anymore.
Do you think maybe they like took shifts?
Maybe because I mean, don't you just start going crazy playing mini golf that many times?
I would, sure.
Think they kept score?
No, there's no way.
You think
Maybe the first game.
They were like, we're not here to keep score. Yeah. Like, did the same guy keep winning? I have more questions about this. Anyways, there might be an olive oil shortage on the way, but it's not because of supply chain issues. Because it's because it's too hot and too dry. So it's like the way it's written is like it's not because of supply issues. Nice, first time, and then it's like nope. Instead, it's just climate change. The record-setting heat wave that rolled through Spain, which makes more than half of the world's olive oil, has experts predicting a steep drop in this year's crop.
Nice.
Pete's liking his rhymes, I guess. By the way, Pete wrote the script. Italy, which is also one of the biggest olive oil producers, is going through its worst drought in more than 70 years and expects to have a 20% to 30% decrease in production.
It's actually a really big deal because if you think olive oil's in a lot of dishes.
Yeah. But also, I mean, this has to be affecting more crops too, right? Not just olive oil?
Yeah,
I would think. I mean, the drought around here, and this is just Fairhaven, Massachusetts, has been insane. Like, I remember last week we got a little bit of rain and we like freaked out. Everybody threw a party. Apparently, even baseball mascots must keep their game at a high level, or they'll get sent back to the minors. Justin, did you hear that? So even mascots. So you not knowing the Friends character, strike one.
Dang.
Okay.
I gotta be on my guard.
Yeah, exactly. The Cleveland Guardians announced that Mustard has been optioned to the Single A Lake County Captains after his subpar performance this season in the hot dog race. Mustard has been beaten by ketchup and onions in all 50 races so far. The team says that the tantrum-throwing condiment is being sent down to try and get his mental and physical game back to an MLB caliber level. I mean, first off, it makes sense that Mustard is the one throwing temper tantrums. I don't know. I can't really explain why that makes sense, but it just feels right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
But also go ahead.
Go ahead. You can go.
Well, I was just going to say that I was really confused at first when the Cleveland Guardians mascot was Mustard. But now I get it's the hot dog race. But I mean, it's a great marketing move. Yeah. It's funny.
And do you think they actually did that? And do you think like the guy who is Mustard is going to have to go to minor league games now?
I don't know if the guy himself. I would think the costume will. Yeah. I don't know where it's located. You know, like if someone was like moved from Boston to Worcester to do this, I don't know if they would do that. I don't know how far away is Boston and Worcester. I feel like it's a sufficient drive.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not.
Isn't Worcester? Yeah, I don't really know where Worcester is, but I feel like it's not close to Boston. So if that happened here, I feel like it would be an issue. Parents who tell their kids to turn off the video games and do something more active might not be looking in the mirror. This is good. Me and Justin like video games, so let's see.
Yeah, we do.
That's because according to a new survey, they're probably playing just as much. The survey found that 68% of Americans play video games, and they play for an average of about 7.5 hours a week. Not surprisingly, Generation Zers, which is 16 to 24, make up the biggest group. Sorry, new pages. Pete and his tablet. He knows what's going on. Let's see. Make up the biggest group of gamers with 73% saying they play. Boomers or those over the age of 54 say they like to play non-competitive games and prefer to play on their mobile devices. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Boomers. I feel like boomers is like an insult now. I feel like I shouldn't say it, but boomers, it does make sense that they play on their phones.
I think it's a lot easier because then if you go on like the console games, you get to learn how to use a joystick.
Yeah.
That's kind of difficult for them.
I've tried. I don't know if you've ever tried to teach like somebody older. I don't mean that as an insult, but like I tried to teach Pete Madden one time. Didn't go well. We've never played video games since. I constantly bring up that he should try it, and he always turns me down. 7.5 hours a week, though. Does that seem right to you? I low-key feel
a little small.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like we play more. We're exposing ourselves here, but I probably I'm trying to think realistically.
Probably double that.
I would say 15.
Yeah, we play like 2 hours a night. Well, on
Yeah,
most days.
yeah, we don't all play every night, but like there's obviously the nights where maybe we play 3 hours. But yeah, at least 2 hours. But I mean, parents, if you're telling your kid not to play and you're playing pumpkin spice grams, the little fish are made of graham crackers, pumpkin spice flavors, and a donut glaze. They'll be available in grocery stores beginning September 1st. I kind of just think it's going to taste like a Teddy Graham.
I really didn't expect that. I read the script last night, but I didn't read it like fully.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like a regular cracker that tasted like pumpkin spice, but it's the graham cracker.
Yeah.
So that makes it a little bit better, I have to say.
I think it's going to taste exactly like a Teddy Graham, like a pumpkin Teddy Graham, just because they like the donut glaze. I don't know. It just sounds exactly like a Teddy Graham.
Yeah.
I just wonder if it's going to be hollow in the middle or if it's going to be solid. If it's going to be solid, they're ripping off Teddy Grahams just in the shape of fish.
Well, have you ever had those vanilla cupcake goldfish crackers? Sorry.
Do you know who I am? I eat the classic, just the classic. That's it.
I thought you were a connoisseur of these things, man.
I'm a firm believer in the classic goldfish. I feel like I've made myself clear.
Yeah.
You like what I tried to say on the show one time. You like the color, the rainbow ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. They have a different taste. I don't know why. To me, they do.
Yeah, but you claim them to be better. I claim them to be worse. So who's right? I don't know. I think me because I'm the host. So you have to agree with everything I say. All right. All right. Stumper time. The only reason people come here, the stumper. So let's do it.
All right.
According to a Realtor.com survey, nearly 40% of people would skip buying a house with this on the outside. What is it? And I do have some hints prepared. I luckily had Sarah and Kat, my sisters, help out with the hints. But yeah, so answer in the chat. What do you have?
Let's see.
Hopefully people are waking up here. I know. Like I said before, we're being thrown off with live shows, not live shows. The good news, and I'm afraid to say this because things just always pop up in life, but I think from this point forward, theoretically until the end of the year, all the shows should be live.
Wow.
There should be no problems. There's no more trips planned that I know of, unless somebody's surprising me. That was your cue, Justin, to surprise me.
Me?
with a
Sorry
trip.
about that.
Oh, okay. I thought you always talk about us going to Europe to watch a soccer game, but
Yeah.
I guess
not made of money, man.
I guess not this year. All right. Do we have any answers? Let's see. We have some answers in the chat. I just noticed we got to talk to Pete, man. What always comes during the stump while people are guessing?
Stories. There's stories in there.
There is a story. There's a specific bit that comes during the stump. I know the loyal viewers in the chat probably know. There's no fascinating fact. Peter, if you're watching, which I doubt you are because you're in Baltimore just lounging in the hotel, where's the fascinating fact? We're missing out, man.
I'll fill in.
All right, what do you got?
Fascinating fact. It's kind of a fascinating fact and story. I don't know if you guys saw.
I better be amazed.
But there was a dude that jumped out of a plane at 25,000 feet without a parachute and landed in the net.
You know, I've seen things like that. How do you not have a heart attack?
I don't know how you don't die. I mean, even hitting the net, that must hurt.
Right.
Because you're falling at 25,000 feet.
That's crazy. Man. I went on a flume ride at Santa's Village a couple weeks ago. And we're talking, for flume rides, it's a pretty small one. It's nothing major. It's Santa's Village. It's made for like 6-year-olds.
Yeah.
And of course, I was going to go on it because I'm 23. I'm with Liam, who's 2. I got to show him I'm an adult. Inside, I'm crying. I don't like these rides. So I go on this flume ride, and I get to the top. We're falling down. You know when your stomach drops?
Yeah.
I couldn't breathe. Like, I couldn't breathe on that drop. Everybody says scream because it helps. I don't know if you've heard that on roller coasters and stuff.
I haven't.
So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna have a good time. I get to the top. There's a little like, what do you call it? There's a worker like at the top, probably to make sure like nobody jumps out or whatever. But the lady at the top, I look at her. I'm like, I'm terrified right now. We drop down. I'm screaming. My scream just stops. Like it just doesn't come out, and I stop breathing.
Yeah.
And so the reason I say that is that was a flume ride where the drop was like 30 feet. I don't know, maybe more. I'm bad at estimating. But I don't think I could jump out of a plane because I think I would have a heart attack, or I wouldn't breathe the entire time and I would pass out. So I don't know how people do that, especially with no parachute, man.
No.
You got to be ready for your meeting with upstairs.
Yeah, surely.
To do that stuff. That's crazy. All right. Anyways, we do have some guesses. I've taken way too much time here, but that was a fascinating fact. Give it up for Justin. This is you redeem yourself. I take away that strike I gave you before. All right. According to Realtor.com survey, nearly 40% of people would skip buying a house with this on the outside. What is it? Gail says an outhouse. That's incorrect. And clearly that's wrong because there was an outhouse outside my house and Pete and Trish still bought it. So, I mean, hey. Diane says an in-ground pool. Incorrect. Gail says a tree. No. Mary Lou says a dog. No. Wait. Like, as in the dog comes with the house and you're just like, nah, I'm not ready to be a dog mom. Or maybe if they had a dog. But anyways, Gail says a hot tub. Incorrect. Gail says a pond. Gail says wood siding. No. Incorrect. And Dana says shrubs. The buzzer didn't want to go off there. I have a bone to pick with some of these answers. Like, Gail, you said a hot tub. Why wouldn't you want to buy a house with a hot tub?
My only thought is maybe it's too high maintenance for some people.
Could be.
That's what I'm thinking. But
and an in-ground pool, I mean, yeah, I guess the maintenance thing, maybe. Is there like more expensive insurance or something with pools? I feel like there's something that goes with that.
it would make sense.
Let's see here. Diane says, "Where is Abby?" I don't know. I did all I could. YouTube sends out a notification. But Abby, shout out to you. Let's see. Gail says, I rented a house that came with a dog. Really? So that's just, I don't know, like terrible dog owners. What? You just leave the dog in the house. Hey, your problem now. Not mine. You want the house, you deal with the dog.
I've never heard of that before. That's crazy.
That's just so sad. Sarah says germs. I don't want someone's old hot tub. I mean, you can clean it, right?
Yeah, you can definitely clean
Swap out the water. I mean, you get new water. You know, I'm not asking you to jump in their bath.
Get some bleach.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, you know, I guess I get it. Dana says shutters. Incorrect. And Mary Lou says dog poop. That's why she said dog. Fair enough. Incorrect though.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want a hint now? Little quick hint.
Yeah. Why not?
All right. For some reason, I didn't put the hint up. Oh, I did. All right. It's not something created naturally. Like someone said shrubs. Dana said shrubs. It's not something created naturally like trees or stuff like that. Or someone said a pond. So nothing natural. Nothing natural.
Dog.
Yeah. Justin, you got another fascinating fact for us while we wait?
Now you're really putting me on the spot here.
We'll change it. How's Florida?
It's been good lately. Really hot. It's hot every single day.
Are you looking forward to fall?
Oh, 100%.
And now you haven't been there in the fall because you went down in January.
Yeah, technically I've visited but not been living here.
So what is it like in the fall?
Beautiful. It's like the best weather you could ever think of.
It's like a New England summer.
Yeah, it's like better. It's like 70 degrees, breeze.
Yeah,
it's like perfect weather to be outside. All right,
you heard it here. I'm going to visit. All right, let's see. Sarah says mom and dad's house comes with dead. Sarah, what? Okay, it comes with dead dogs, is what Sarah said. Yes, we have buried a couple furry friends, but the good thing that we're never selling the house, so we don't need to worry about that. Those are our dogs. Those are our dead dogs. Gail says, I called the owners and they told me that the dog lives there. Yeah, but were they like, hey, don't forget to buy it food and everything? Like, that just seems so messed up. Did they not want the dog? That's so messed up. Diane says waterfront because insurance is much higher. Incorrect, but that is a good point. Gail says a circus tent. No, very specific type of tent, but no, not. Gail says a fish pond. No. Fish pond would be cool, but is there a lot of maintenance with is there any maintenance with a fish pond?
You might have to feed the fish, no? What do fish eat?
Other fish, or I don't know. I'm not qualified to answer that question. Dana says a brick walkway. No. Why wouldn't you? All these things sound nice, guys. Nearly 40% of people would skip buying a house because of this. And all these answers sound nice. Abby says a cemetery. No, a pet cemetery in our case. Let's see. Oh, Abby's here. Everyone's saying hi to Abby. Diane says, sorry, Justin, there is not much of a fall. Maybe it's 20 degrees cooler in the early morning in the day, maybe a little less humid, but definitely not like fall. Well, no, but the season is called fall. But he's not saying that he's going to be pulling out the flannels and the hot chocolate and going to some night football games or anything.
Right.
And last answer I'll take for now, Abby says cobblestone. Incorrect. All right, we'll be back later with another hint. So you've officially been stumped for now. All right, it's time to play Would You Rather. So everybody play along in the chat. Justin, you get to play live. Have we played Would You Rather before?
I think we have.
I think so. It just happened to be a Monday, I think, and that's when we did play Would You Rather. All right, question number 1. Would you rather let a spider climb over you or let a snake slither across you? This one, if there's any way out of a Would You Rather, I think I'm taking that way. Like, I don't. If I gotta make a deal with the devil or something, like I might do it because that sounds terrible.
That's terrible. And for how much time?
See, this is the thing about Would You Rather. They're never specific enough, I think, so that they let idiots like me really sit here on it for a while. I'm going to say, climb over you, so I'm going to say the time it takes for each to get across your body. Now you could ask long way or short way. I don't know. You choose.
And then it also depends what type of each, like a snake or spider. It could be a poisonous spider and a poisonous snake.
True.
Or it could just be a regular spider and like a garden snake.
Either way, I'm going to cry and most likely have a heart attack. I think, and this might surprise people, I think I'm going to go spider.
Wow.
Now I'm thinking of reasons not to choose spider.
Yeah.
A snake would be quick.
Yeah.
So that, you know what? I'm changing. I'm going to go snake because I think it would be quick.
Yeah. I think a snake is more dangerous, but it's less likely to go in your ear, basically. That's what I'm really freaking out.
That's a good point. I heard a story. Anybody that doesn't like spiders or anything, mute us for a second. This is your warning. All right. This is another fascinating fact where I heard that like in your lifetime or like in a year or a lifetime, you swallow spiders. I think it's like 6 a year or something like that.
Yeah, I did hear that.
I don't think I sleep with my mouth open. I know you'll beg to differ because in the car ride to Orlando I did, but that's just in cars when I'm sitting up. Like when I'm laying down, I don't think I sleep with my mouth open. So that's really creepy. But is that actually true?
I hope not.
I've heard it many times. That's true. There is no way. I mean, because even if you'd have to set up like a close-up camera on your face. Anyways, I think I'm switching to snake. It would just be quicker. You?
Oh yeah, I'm going snake as well.
All right. Number 2, would you rather go a year without desserts or have to eat a spoonful of wasabi every single day? I think this one's easy.
Without desserts?
Yeah.
Surely.
A year without desserts. That's pain every single day. Wasabi. I just watched Cars 2 when Mater eats the bowl full of wasabi.
I changed my mind. I'm actually gonna go wasabi.
Are you serious?
It's only a spoonful in the morning. I mean, you're just gonna have to endure the pain in the morning.
Yeah, but you're like burning your tongue every day. Taste bud's gone. I'm doing what I do with Pete. I talk everybody out. Every time somebody gives an answer, I'm like, "Are you stupid?" And I talk them out of it. I think I'm going without desserts. Plus, you'll be really really fit. It'd be a really good year for a diet. Yeah. So you're still going wasabi?
I am.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you positive?
Sure. Positive.
All right, just checking. All right, number 3. Would you rather be brought back as a dog or as a cat in your next life?
I think maybe dogs get treated better, but cats have a nice, luxurious life sometimes. Just chilling around.
I think in both cases, it just kind of depends who you end up with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As for getting treated better or worse, I think cats live longer if I'm correct. And I don't know. See, I'm a big dog person, 100%. If I'm a human getting an animal, it's going to be a dog. But, I mean, cats, you just get to chill, and you kind of run the place. Every cat owner I talk to, they're like, yeah, the cats run the place. I don't know. I think I might choose dog, though. I think it would just be a fun life.
Yeah.
I'm going dog. But if you choose cat, I have nothing against you.
I think I might go cat.
Going cat? All right.
Yeah.
You heard it here. Number 4, would you rather have breakfast for dinner or dinner for breakfast? And you know this is a big deal for me because I don't eat meals at the wrong time. Like I don't do breakfast for dinner. That's not a thing. I don't like it.
Would you do dinner for breakfast?
I also don't like that, but I think I would. I think I'll choose. Now, is this just one time or are we talking lifetime? I think it seems like just one time.
Yeah, probably just once.
But if it's once, I feel like it's not extreme enough, or would you rather?
Yeah. So forever?
I'm going to say a month.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm making my own would you rather questions. What would you do for a month? Have breakfast for dinner or dinner for breakfast?
Breakfast or dinner. I don't mind breakfast or dinner.
I know you're a big breakfast guy. I think I'm choosing dinner for breakfast. Okay. I just don't like maple syrup at dinner time just drives me crazy. Like that just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And last but not least, and then we'll get to the chat, see what you guys have been saying. Would you rather travel only by train or only by boat? For me, it's easy. I'm going train.
Yeah, I'm going train as well.
As long as, can we please, I know there's probably many government officials watching this show because why wouldn't you? Can we please get some high-speed trains? The technology is there. Why not? Why can't I get from here to Florida in like an hour and a half by train? Come on, people. All right, what's everybody doing? Let's go back up to the top. A lot of people saying spider.
Some snakes.
Some snakes. Some snakes in the chat. For me, it's just the time. Either way, it sucks. So I just feel like a snake is going to be way faster. Just get it over with. It's going to be gross, though, slimy and everything. Sarah says, fun fact for your fun fact. That fact was created to see how quickly misinformation spreads on the internet. Great. Is that true, though? Because I've heard it from so many people. If that's true, then misinformation is terrible. But I've also been hearing that for like years. So is that actually, somebody fact check. Fact check the misinformation, please. A lot of people going without desserts. Gail said wasabi, though. Dana said wasabi. What's wrong with you? And then cats and dogs were kind of split. A lot of people doing either or. But I think everybody agrees with you, breakfast for dinner. And most trains, but one boat. Diane's going by boat. Boat would just take too long.
Yeah, like it's not fast.
I like the occasional boat ride, but boats just take too long, man.
Unless you got nowhere to be.
True. I guess that's a good point. If you just want a nice leisurely ride for the rest of your life. All right, we're going back to the stump. A new hint. Let's see here. According to Realtor.com survey, nearly 40% of people would skip buying a house with this on the outside. What is it? The first hint we gave you, it's not something created naturally like trees or vines. And hint number 2, every house has one of these, but not this specific one. I'll say it again. Every house has one of these, but not this specific one. What is it? 40% of people would skip buying a house with this on the outside. What is it? Let's get some answers. Here. Football season coming up. Justin is going to be playing fantasy football. Is this your first time ever playing fantasy football?
Yeah, I've never played before.
I'm going to give you a hint. A couple tips here. A couple friendly tips. This is turning into Matt's fantasy corner while you guys put some answers in there. Tip number 1, don't choose a quarterback too early.
That was going to be... It's going to pick them first.
No. That's the biggest... And there'll still be people probably in the league that do that. I've been telling them for years. Don't pick a quarterback too early. Mm-hmm. Tip number 2... Sorry, go ahead.
Would you say wide receivers are the best?
So running backs and wide receivers should be your first couple picks. Those are the hardest to come by in like the super stacked, like the really good guys. Those are hard to come by. Tip number 2, don't choose a defense and a kicker until the end.
Okay.
Like really towards the end. Most time, a kicker it's like impossible to choose a kicker that's going to get the most points. And most of the time, it doesn't really affect all that much. Because it's like the max they'll get is like a really good game is like 14. But like that's pretty rare. Most of the time, your kicker's getting you like, I don't know, 7 points.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And defense, again, it's all about matchups, really. There's like 1 or 2 defenses where it's worth picking that early to get like a really stacked defense. Anyways, that's my friendly fantasy football tips. I hope you wrote those down. But if you beat me, then I'm going to be so pissed. All right, anyways, back to the stump. According to a Realtor.com survey, nearly 40% of people would skip buying a house with this on the outside. What is it? Hint number 1, it's not something created naturally, like trees or shrubs. Hint number 2, every house has one of these, but not this specific one. Where's my first answer here? Dana says a rock driveway. Incorrect. We're really focused on like driveways and pathways. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's not it. Mary Lou says dirty windows. No, not it. I just want to make sure I didn't miss any. All right, we're good. Abby says plastic stairs. That's not like a big deal, but like it is a big deal.
Yeah.
Like if I show up to a house and they have plastic stairs, I'm really questioning the safeness of the structure.
Right.
Plastic
I would not. Yeah, I would definitely look.
You pull up to a house and there's pool stairs leading up to the front door that would go in a pool. Abby says a dirt road or driveway. Abby's saying that because that's close to home. All of Vermont is just dirt. Dirt and sticks. When is stick season, by the way, Abby? There's a big song called Stick Season. I think it's the spring. Is it before spring? Like right between winter and spring or between fall and winter? What is it? Let me know. I'm curious. Gail says torn screens. That's a good one. That's a good double buzzer for no reason. But that's a good guess. Not it, though. Abby says non-functional shutters. Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think some of them are just decorative.
On the outside of the windows?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have those. But they're blue on a yellow house. So, I mean, it's good. It's like a, splash of color. Anyways, Sarah says, probably me, Justin. I march the beat of my own drum. She's talking about drafting a quarterback first, and most times that's true. Gail says septic. Nope, not it. Gail also says a playhouse. No, I mean, I don't know. Is anybody septic? Maybe. I don't know. Is septic a bad thing? I don't really know much about houses.
It's like the septic tank for like your sewage and stuff.
What's the other option? Is
I
there
think
something
like
better?
a well, I think.
Is there a better option than septic? Anyways, Dana says a fence. No. Is that a bad thing necessarily? I guess maybe sometimes people don't, especially if it's not a good looking fence.
Yeah.
Diane says some sort of sewage thing. Like if you live in a spot where there's no tie into the public system. Interesting. Not it though. Very detailed answer. Abby says we have dirt houses too, just all dirt. Please tell me you're not serious. You get a buzzer just for that. And stick season in between fall and winter. Gotcha. So it's coming up. We all get to sing stick season together. Gail says that the house is on a hill. Incorrect. I do just want to point out, guys, I said it wasn't natural. I'm not picking on you, Gail. I'm picking on everybody. Anyways, we'll come back with another hint. You guys have been stumped again. Dana says a light post. Incorrect. All right, we'll come back again. All right, back to school shopping. Back to school's coming up. How you feeling? First summer, I know I got to be quiet because your girlfriend Bree is going back to school. So
yeah.
I had made the mistake of having this conversation when she was there one time. How do you feel? Because this is your first fall with no school.
I feel good. I can't lie to you.
It's a great feeling, huh?
I still have that feeling that school's around the corner, but I have no school to go to.
Hey, waking up today, so I can't give too many details, but I had to drive to where I'm doing the show from today. So this morning I had to wake up earlier and drive here. And like just going outside in late August, I kind of got like, not super anxious, but I just got like a little bit of, oh my God, it feels like I'm going to school right now.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that
exactly.
like that back to school feeling on the first day of school when you go outside and it's early and I don't know, there's dew on the windows and stuff. For a second, I was like, Matt, you're not going to school. It's okay. I was like, whew, goodness gracious. All right, back to school though. According to the National Retail Federation, parents plan to spend on average, how much do you think on back to school purchases?
Oh, I just read it.
Strike number one. You get your strike back. But I'm giving myself a strike as well because I send you the script, so it's my fault. $864 on average on back-to-school purchases. This includes electronics, clothes, shoes, supplies, and more. If you need to do back-to-school on a budget, don't sweat it. In an article published in Forbes, I really got to get better at these pages, man. A retired teacher explained that there are really only 3 things your kids need on their first day of school. And this is really true. Something to write with, something to write on, and something to put stuff in.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. Any other supplies can be purchased as they are needed, if they are needed. That's the truth because pretty much up until, I don't know if it's high school or if it's even college, you get the list of stuff before you even go to class.
Right.
And so you buy all this stuff. And I swear on the first day, like half of the teachers like go through the list with you. And they're like, all right, you need this, you need this. We'll see if you need this. You might not need this. And you're like, I already had my mom buy it. And like that's the truth. Everyone's like, "Oh, you need a notebook for this class," and then you end up using it twice.
Yeah,
it's so annoying. Come on, teachers, be better. Know what you need, and I don't know, make people buy it later.
How about the book covers that for a book you never use?
Oh my God! And did you ever have teachers that you couldn't use those soft book covers? They needed to be the paper bags.
Yep.
Because the soft book covers stretch the book, so you needed to find a paper bag. Luckily, it's probably easier nowadays because of like recycling and stuff. Like there's no more plastic. A lot of places use paper. Like back in the day, it was like really hard to find paper bags to wrap your book in.
Yeah.
I don't know. Really annoying.
Especially because everyone had to wrap their paper bag.
Yeah. Right.
Their book in a paper bag.
And can we stop like granted, back to school clothes, like it's probably a good time to like replace some clothes. But like the first day of school pressure of like everyone showing off their new clothes, you got to get the right fit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
stop.
Yeah.
It's school. It's miserable. Let's all just go and be miserable together. Let's show up in pajamas. I mean, why not? All right, it's time for the secret sound game, which I think this might be my new favorite game. I'm going to be honest.
I haven't seen anything about this. I didn't read this in the script. Completely blind. I was smart enough. I purposefully took them out of the script that I sent you and then put it back in the script. Yeah. So I have the answers. You don't. So the way we'll do it, sound number 1 and 2 is just the chat. Sound number 3, I'll give you a chance. That's I throw Pete a bone every now and then. I'm just kidding. Love you, buddy. All right, let's see. Sound number 1. Everybody listen up. I'm only going to play it twice. Here we go. That's that's the first time. Sound number 1. Here's the second time. Listen up. What is it? That could be a couple things.
I played these sounds for Sarah and Kat yesterday. All 3 they were kind of struggling with. Grant's thumping everybody here. Do I need to play it again? Gail
Gail's got one.
Gail says a mixer. Incorrect. See, one thing I do like about the secret sound and you not knowing what it is and Pete not knowing what it is like every time someone guesses, you're like, is it?
Yeah.
Is it a mixer? Like, no. Also, I'm thinking mixer. Are we talking like kitchen mixer? Is that? I guess either way, it's wrong.
Yeah.
That's what I'm wondering. Do you have a guess, Justin?
It almost sounds like ice hockey, like those, like not ice hockey. You know those little games you play at the arcade with the
air hockey.
Air hockey. That's
air
what
hockey.
It is. Yeah.
Unfortunately, incorrect. But I'll play it again. See, it's funny to me because I know what it is, but it's so obvious to me. But granted, I know what it is. So once I tell you, you're gonna be like, I should have got that.
So are we only allowed one guess?
No, you can keep going.
Okay. Well, I'll let Gail go first.
Gail has a kazoo. Incorrect. Incorrect.
I'm gonna go with bottles clanging.
Bottles clanging. Incorrect. I think someone guessed that yesterday. Sarah or Kat. Diane says a whipped cream squirter. Incorrect. I'll play it again. You ready? The problem is it's so short. If it was a long clip, you would get it instantly, but I knew that, so I didn't do that.
Dang.
You got another guess?
It almost sounds like bowling, like when you hit when the rack clears.
Yeah, yep, I could see that. Incorrect. One more time. Last time I'm going to play it, and then I might have to give the answer, which has never happened before in a secret sound. You guys keep getting them early, so I'm like, all right, I got to find harder sounds, and I think I found too hard of sounds.
That's a hard sound.
Last guess. What is it? You got anything?
I can't. I got
nothing. Are you guys ready? I'm gonna spoil it right now. Ready? Basketball sneakers on the court.
No.
Basketball sneakers squeaking on the court.
No way.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like that.
No.
Yes, it does.
I'll be honest with you.
Come on. Okay, I don't know about that.
Time.
Does anybody else? All right.
I think it's the sound quality. Whoever recorded that.
I'm
saying it's you.
I'm just kidding. I didn't record it. I found
like you were there with a microphone on a basketball.
Diane says, "Do those basketball sneakers have tappers on the bottom?" Tappers. It's just squeaking.
Nah,
okay, I'm gonna go put on a pair of basketball sneakers and do this. Dana says totally disagree. You guys, I don't know. I'm gonna find a longer clip.
They're more squeaky.
That's not squeaky enough.
That sounds like a clang sound.
You guys are crazy. All right, sound number 2. Everybody, be quiet. I'll play it one more time. I think the rhythm of it also kind of helps.
Yeah.
Determine what it is. All right. Sound number 2, though. Gail says hammering. That is correct.
Let's go.
It is in fact hammering. Maybe I guess that should have been sound number 1. I try and order them in by difficulty, but I guess I was wrong. This is hammering a nail. Dana says Liam drumming. Nah, if so, we got to work on the tempo. All right, let's see. Sound number 3. Everybody be quiet. You got any guesses?
I'll wait for the chance.
All right, one more time. All right, we do have some guesses. Dana says a lawnmower. Incorrect. Diane says a lawnmower starting. Incorrect. Justin, you got anything?
We'll say Gail's first, then I'll go.
All right, she said bingo machine spinning. Incorrect. Okay. That'd be very specific. That'd be kind of mean if I did that.
Garbage disposal.
Incorrect. Wow. Incorrect. Yeah. I do kind of have a hint if we need a hint, but I'll play it one more time. I also played the end of it, which I don't know if that helped at all. My hint is not all of these may sound the same. So each of these may sound a little different. Let's see. We do have some guesses, though. Danny says slot machine. I don't know if I already said that. Incorrect, though. Gail says dishwasher. Incorrect. Diane says washing machine. Incorrect. All right. One more time. The full clip.
Oh, I do have a guess.
What you got?
A movie reel projector.
Incorrect. I really picked tough sounds today, except for the hammering. Everybody just on the weekend is just building a deck. They got that one down. Nobody's playing basketball though. Come on, nobody's got this one, huh?
That's not how sneakers sound, man. I'd be honest with you.
I disagree. That's exactly how they sound. It's a very small clip. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Gail did say, I think we had a hiccup there in the internet. The audio wasn't working. Is it working now?
Yeah, for me, I can hear you. I don't know about the chat, but you did glitch out for me for a second before.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Diane says, sounds like some sort of wishing wind at the end. No. Nothing to do with wishing wind, but I'll play it one more time. Last round of guesses, and then I'll tell you if not. Oh, I see what you're saying about the wishing wind, Diane. That's a good hint, Diane. So there was wishing wind. Kind of sounded like outside, but at the end. Gail says it is on the TV, but not on my phone. Is your TV on mute? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't know. We had a hiccup in the internet, so maybe you just have to refresh it or something. Dana says a salad spinner. Incorrect. Diane said, I meant whooshing. Yeah, whooshing wind. Either way. I got what you were saying. Like wishing wind and whooshing wind. Same sound.
Is it a tractor?
Nope. Listen closely, though. The whooshing or wishing wind is at the end of the clip. It's not in the beginning. It's at the end of the clip.
Okay.
So it's after the sound. So whatever the sound is, the wind comes after it. The sound of outdoors comes after it. That's the last hint I'm giving it. If not, last time I'm playing it. I've said that like 4 times. Last time. I want to be like, once I play it, you guys will be like, oh yeah, but I thought that with the freaking basketball sneakers, but nobody got it. Dana says a clothesline. Nope. Last guess, Justin. You got anything? Gail says fan. Incorrect.
Snowblower.
Nope. It is a garage door opening.
No, I can see that. Yeah. I can see that.
Listen to the end.
Yeah, no, I could see
That's what's iconic to a garage door, I feel, is at the end, like that last, like when it snaps into position. That's it. Yeah, garage door. That's what that is.
You went all out for my time back.
Again, though, you guys have been getting mine so quick, so I've been like, every week I'm like, nah, that's too easy. I gotta find a hard one, and I guess it was too hard. I'm sorry, hey, guys. I do expect better from you, though.
Yeah.
1 for 3. 1 for 3. Those are some Pete numbers.
The other 2 I can understand, but that first one, I don't know.
I will go to my grave saying this is a good representation of basketball sneakers squeaking on a basketball court. It's like it's an aggressive like jab step.
I could kind of hear
Just
it.
Just picture
but
me balling up, jab step, ready? Yeah. You see it?
Yeah.
You getting it now? This is a good, I feel like this is a good demonstration. Nobody knows I'm wearing flip-flops. Anyways, that's it. Disappointing, guys. Disappointing. I'm disappointed in you. You know that line? The worst line to ever hear from a parent? I'm disappointed in you. That's what you guys are getting. Anyways, moving on. Show and tell. It's back to school time, and a recent Reddit post asked teachers to name the worst or strangest things a kid brought in for show and tell. We do have some of the responses, but first, did you ever have show and tell?
I feel like I did, but I don't really remember.
Me neither. I don't think I ever did. I don't know if it was just a thing. I mean, maybe after some of these responses, they learned that it's a bad idea. But I don't think I ever really remember having show and tell. I don't know if anyone else did. If so, put in the chat some of the things you remember bringing in. But yeah, some of the responses we have for show and tell. A bag full of cow's eyes. The dad worked in a slaughterhouse. Seems their class was discussing eyes in science. Okay. A student brought in her grandfather's skull, is what the girl said. I brought in my grandfather's skull. The class was horrified. It turned out that he was a doctor, and it was the skull that he kept in his office as a model. But just imagine the teacher when the kid said, "This is my grandfather's skull." A dead pet bird in a box that was going to be buried when they got home later that day. A dead rattlesnake is the next one. A baby alligator. Yes, it was Florida. So shout out to the hometown, Justin. A switchblade comb, which that one I don't think is that bad. I do think it's funny, which got out and escaped the classroom. My question for all of these, did the parents not know? Like the dead bird in the box, was it like set aside and they were like, hey, we're going to do this when you get home from school? And then last minute the kid's like, oh, I need something for show and tell. I'll do this. Or did the parents think it was a good idea and gift them? Like, I'm just thinking if I walked out of my house with a dead bird in the box, Trish would know right away. And probably, I don't even know.
And I mean, even if the
smack me with the box on the head.
I can only imagine what the teacher's reactions would be to all these things.
Right? And this is why I could never be a teacher. And the reason I know that is because, like Liam, of course, he's 2. Sometimes he throws a temper tantrum and I'm like, Sarah, deal with your kid. I'm not qualified for this. But yeah, no, I don't remember. Diane says we had show and tell in kindergarten. I don't remember it. Maybe I was just too young. We were talking. I think I was talking to Sarah about the age you reach when you like start to remember things. Mm-hmm. I think 2nd grade is when I really start to remember things. I can kind of remember things from before that. Like, for instance, like when I got bit by my dog in preschool, like I remember that because it was such a significant event, but I don't really remember many things.
Yeah, I remember a few things from preschool, but not everything.
Definitely not show and tell. If I ever had show and tell, I have no idea what I brought.
Same here.
Hopefully it wasn't like my grandfather's skull or something. Mm-hmm. Crazy. Just
I remember we had to, I don't know if you remember this, but we had to bring in pennies or something. Like there was like I think we were counting, I don't know if it was change or we're trying to learn numbers, but we had to bring in like a certain amount of change or objects. I don't know if you remember this.
The 100th day of school was always something we had to bring. I remember bringing in 100 pennies one year for that. You always had to bring in 100 of something. And I think one year I did pennies. But yeah, I don't remember show and tell at all. Anyways, moving on. Are we back to the Stumpa? We are. Back to the Stumpa. I'm not trying to say you guys are having a bad day, but like, you're getting stumped on the Stumpa and the secret sound game. And would you rather, you all chose breakfast for dinner. So, I mean, you're just not having a good day here. I'm just kidding. But anyways, according to a Realtor.com surveys, nearly 40% of people would skip buying a house with this on the outside. What is it? Hint number 1 was it's not something created naturally, like trees or shrubs or vines or ponds or hills, like you've all been saying, no offense. Hint number 2 was every house has one of these, but not this specific one. Okay? And hint number 3 is it's not something you can easily just change on your own. So if you do buy this house and it has this, it's not something you can easily change on your own. And remember, it's not natural. So I'm not asking you to fill in a pond. That would be difficult, but it's not that. It's not an outhouse, even though apparently that was easy to get rid of for Pete and Trish because they just knocked it down. I'm still disappointed. Not that I want an outhouse, but I just think it would be cool to be the house with the outhouse. You know, not that we would never let anybody use it. But I mean, it would just be funny. It would be helpful, and granted, it's kind of a guy thing, but like it would be helpful, you know, if you just have to pee and somebody's in the bathroom, you could just go to the outhouse. It's whatever. But, you know,
I can see it.
Just a thought. Pete and Trish, let's put it in an outhouse. Anyways, Stumpa, Gail says Christmas lights. No, that is a good guess though, because people do like just keep Christmas lights up. You know the annoying person that like keeps their Christmas lights up until March. Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
And I guess you couldn't change that easily on your own either if it's high up or something.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's a good point. Dana says a flagpole. No, that's a good point. A lot of flagpoles are cemented into the ground. Mm-hmm. That's true. Gail says old windows. That is a really good guess, but no, unfortunately, no, that's not it. Gail says a fireplace. No. Dana says a mailbox. Back this time.
Yeah.
I've been criticizing you guys a lot. You came in with some good guesses. So
I would say they're far off, but not there yet.
I'm going to give you guys another hint because you guys are my friends and I like you. Dana is the closest with mailbox. He's not like right on the money. He's not, but he's like kind of, I guess, close with the mailbox. Mm-hmm. Okay. So think about that.
It's in that general area.
Yeah, exactly.
Not area in sense of where it's located, but the idea.
Yeah. Diane's given everybody a science project. She says you could use an outhouse with growing lamps to grow weed. There you go.
Why'd you guys ever get rid of your house?
Pete and Trish, why'd you do it? Dana says a mail slot. No, incorrect. Good guess though. Okay. The mailbox was on the right track, but it doesn't necessarily have to do with mail itself. I guess it kind of does a little.
In a way, but not really.
In a way, but not directly.
Yeah.
We're really trying to walk you guys to the answer here, mainly because I'm out of hints. I have no more hints prepared.
Yeah.
So
now, can we do the mute the mic thing, or probably not, because then they wouldn't be able to hear us?
Let me try one thing. Nope. Can't do it. Plus, I mean, they might be able to read lips. I don't know what they've been doing since we've been live last time. It's been a while since we have had a stumper. It's been 2 weeks. Gail says a newspaper box. No. And Dana says a paper box. No. Stay away from the box. Stay away from the structure. I don't know. I think we got to come back. I think you guys got to think hard. Oh, Sarah's coming up with new hints. All right, we'll give you this hint and then we'll come back to it. Sarah's hint, you would have to ask someone else's permission to change this.
It's not a bad hint.
Not a bad hint. Sarah, the part-time Pete Braley Show writer, even when she's not on. All right, we're moving on to the top 5 and then we'll come back to the stumper. Everybody, think of your guesses and put them in the chat if you'd like. Top 5 fast food restaurants is what we're on here. Now, we do have to think about this. Because we kind of had a debate last night about what's considered fast food, what is not considered fast food, and the main topic was like Chipotle and Five Guys. I didn't consider that fast food. Did you include that in your list?
I didn't.
You didn't. Okay.
Because you said not to, so I did.
Yeah, because it's like I'm not calling Chipotle like gourmet, but it's not. It's like a step up from the OG fast foods. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't include it. Also, it wouldn't have been fun because my obvious answer, number 1, would have been Chipotle.
Mm.
So anyways, top 5 fast food restaurants. Everything's good in moderation. It's not super healthy. Please don't eat it all that much. But, who doesn't like a good Mickey D's every now and then? All right, at number 5, I have Popeyes.
Interesting.
I do love a chicken sandwich from Popeyes every now and then. Yeah. What about you?
I'm going to go Wendy's.
Wendy's, okay, number 5. Not bad. I have Wendy's in number 4. So I respect that. What do you have at number 4?
Chick-fil-A.
At number 4.
Yes.
Interesting. Number 3, I got Taco Bell, which, I don't know, I got to be in the right mood for Taco Bell. You know what I'm saying? Not a huge Taco Bell fan, but it is good. You?
Taco Bell. I messed up. I made my list 4.
Oh my!
Instead of 5.
Strike number 2, and we're getting awfully close to the end of the show. You better hope you don't hit strike number 3 during the show.
Okay. Number 2. Oh God.
You got to think of one on the spot now. All right. You know what? I'll give you this. Give me a number 5. We'll shift everything else up.
Give you a number 5? I guess.
Like, what would your number 5 be? We'll shift everything else up.
I guess Burger King. I can't think of any other fast food restaurants. No, actually, I changed my mind.
Okay.
Well, see, I don't know if this is considered fast food. I would go BurgerFi, but I don't know if BurgerFi is considered fast food.
What is BurgerFi?
It's like a burger restaurant, like similar to Five Guys, not really.
I'll give you it just because you're not prepared. But I mean, since when have you ever heard the top 4, Justin?
I thought I had one, I didn't.
I expect that move from Pete. Not from you. I'm just kidding. All right, my number 2 is McDonald's, and I know Bree would be mad at me. Your girlfriend Bree would be mad because she says McDonald's is number 1 because like you just can't have a bad meal there. It's just it's McDonald's. It's always what you get. What's your number 2?
Popeyes.
Ah, okay.
You love a chicken sandwich, bro. I love it even more from Popeyes.
I'm just a little concerned because my number 1 is Chick-fil-A. I don't think there's a chicken sandwich on the market better than Chick-fil-A. But you put Chick-fil-A at number 4, I think?
Yeah.
Crazy. You put Popeyes ahead of Chick-fil-A. Crazy. That is crazy. I will say it's a different kind of sandwich from Popeyes and Chick-fil-A. So I'll give you that.
I just love Popeyes over Chick-fil-A. I don't think Chick-fil-A is bad.
You made an enemy though. Sarah said I used to like you, Justin, but number 4, Chick-fil-A.
I know. I disappointed many probably. Man.
Diane says 5th to 1st, Burger King, Taco Bell, Mickey D's, Popeyes, and Wendy's. Burger King did not make my list. I stand by it. Burger King is trash. I stand by that statement. The only thing they had going for them was their fries back in the day when they were thin. They might have had the best fries on the market. Then they made them thick, way too potatoey. There's nothing good from Burger King. You can get something better than Burger King in every category.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
Honestly, I actually think Burger King was better back in the day. Like, I think they've progressively gotten worse.
Yeah. Even though, like, their chicken nuggets were pretty good back in the day. Maybe we just grew up and realized that it was always trash. I don't know. But no, Burger King has done the wrong thing. It blows my mind how they're still in business. Just because, like I said, you can get something better, like burger, chicken nugget, fries, whatever you're getting, you can get it better from somewhere else. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, moving on to Am I the A-hole? And then we'll go back to the Stumpa. Sorry. Pete. I pulled a Pete there. The Stumper. Anyways, Am I the A-hole? And this one's interesting. I want to get everyone's opinion on it. A woman writes, my fiance Keith and I are getting married next week, and I think almost everything is going to be perfect. There's just one little thing. And I know it's not the end of the world, but the best man, Mark, has decided to start growing a beard. First of all, Keith and all the other groomsmen are clean shaven, and that's the look we want for our wedding photos. But the real problem is that the beard looks all scraggly, not neat, trimmed, or fully filled in. Keith and I have talked about it, and he agrees with me, but he's not willing to tell Mark to shave. He just kind of shrugged and said, what are you going to do? It's his face. I really don't want to be a bridezilla over this, but 20 years from now, when we're going through our wedding album, I'd really love to not have this dirtbag-looking guy standing right next to my new husband. Am I the a-hole for letting this bother me so much?
I don't know, man.
I have an easy solution, I think.
Yeah.
Well, let me put it this way first. I don't think she's the a-hole for letting it bother her. But I don't really know if it's something you can make him do, because it is his face.
Yeah.
And maybe he's trying to grow out his beard. I've never tried to grow a long beard, but I've tried to grow long hair. And sometimes you just got to let it go and then clean it up later on. Yeah. So maybe he's trying to grow a Duck Dynasty beard.
It could also just be delusional and it looks terrible. But, I mean, I don't know why that's going to be the point that ruins your wedding photos. The wedding's about you and your husband.
I kind of need a picture of how bad is it? I can't really think of a beard that would like take all the attention away from her. So Gail says she's the a-hole. I kind of agree. I don't think this is necessarily something to worry about, but I think I have a golden solution. This is what you should do. The groom, who's afraid to tell him straight up, hey, shave, the groom should put together like a couple days before the wedding or the day before or whatever, a guy trip. All the groomsmen are going to, hey, we're all going to go to the barber and get cleaned up for the wedding. Come along. And then he goes to the barber and maybe gets it cleaned up. I think that's best case scenario. And if he doesn't, well, he doesn't want to clean it up. But I think that's the best case. Make it like a thing. Hey, we're all just going to get a shave or something. And then it'd just be like, if you want to get your beard trimmed up or something, come along. And then he'll probably do it. And then everybody lives happily ever after. But I don't think it's that big of a deal.
No, I don't think so. I mean, also, if he's your best man, I'm sure you could have a conversation with him and say, listen, like, maybe you want, just in a nice way, clean it up. If he says no, he says no. That's what it is.
That's the other thing, too, is I can't really think of I don't know. I think of you, like if you wanted to go to my wedding and you were looking all scraggly, I think, hey, guy, come on, get a haircut. Like, that wouldn't be a fight. That would be us just talking. Like, we would do that all the time. Or like, my brother, I would just be like, hey, you're looking like a scrub. Go get a haircut. Like, there would be no hatred there. So like, how close is this guy with his best man? I don't really, if you're scared to talk to him about his beard, then I don't think you guys are that close.
Yeah, it seems a little off.
Yeah, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think she's kind of making a big deal out of nothing.
I agree.
We're going back to the Stumpa. We're getting a winner right now, whether you like it or not. Although I'm kind of out of hints. So I hope somebody gets it.
I got one.
You got a hint?
Yeah.
All right, real quick. Did anybody guess before after Paper Box? I don't believe so. I think we were all going. All right. So, the Stumpa. According to a Realtor.com survey, nearly 40% of people would skip buying a house with this on the outside. What is it?
I will say that this is located in the front of the house rather than at other areas of the house.
Good hint. Good hint. Yes. Or else it would be pointless.
Yeah.
So it is always on the front of the house. Yes. Let's see. Gail said, Gail was saying she's the a-hole. Yeah. Dana says fire hydrant. No, not it. Gail says house numbers. Gail, you are the closest anyone's been, but that's incorrect.
You're like red hot. Let's just say that.
Think back to my hint of every house has one of these, but not this specific one. And Gail said house number. She's the closest one. You're red hot, Gail. Who's going to get us the win here? I'm waiting.
It has to be pouring it now.
I'm just going to stare. Who's getting it? Gail's close. Coffee break. Justin, entertain everybody.
Oh, guys, I hate when you put me on the spot. Is this what Pete does to you? Oh, God.
I was just making it worse. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I'll start talking and I'll make a point, and then he picks up his coffee. And I'm like, why didn't you do that while I was making the point? And then I have to extend my point. Gail says address marker. Same realm. You're close. But, I mean, at least address marker, I'm thinking, is along the lines of house numbers. But again, think every house has one of these, but not this specific one. And Gail, you are red hot. You are red hot.
With your first answer.
With house numbers. Red hot. Every house has one of these.
But not this specific one.
Not this one. Diane says a Ring doorbell. I hate those because I feel like it invades my privacy as a neighbor. Incorrect. I guess it depends kind of where it's at. Like a lot of people have like a closed off entranceway, or at least that I see on these Ring videos.
Those really creep me out because you see these Ring doorbell videos and it's like, I wonder who's outside my house during the day.
Well, it's like we've talked about getting one mainly because of the person that doesn't pick up after their dog in our yard. And it happened again, by the way. Trish is very mad.
Wow. My name's not Trish.
It is, though. I haven't played that at all today. A couple people said front door. Incorrect. You're getting a little colder. I feel like we got to walk them right there. So I'm going to say every house has one of these. Every house has a house number. But it's a specific one.
Yeah.
Walking you right there. Come on. Who's going to get it? Who's getting this right now? But yeah, we've talked about getting one. But we've all kind of agreed that the worry, though, is that like we would obsess over it kind of thing. And we'd always be like, all right, well, I got to watch. I got to find out who this person is. And so we don't really want to do that. But luckily, we benefit. We have a lot of windows. So we see a lot. Plus, we got Charles. Charles, you cannot walk up to this house without Charles going crazy. That is true. So we don't need a Ring doorbell right now.
Yeah.
Guys, it's a slow day for the Stumper.
I'm really surprised, honestly. This is, we walked them there.
Yeah.
It's a house number.
It's a house number. Which house number? Gail says lighted house numbers. No, I mean a specific house number that you don't want. Nobody wants. 40% of people would skip buying the house if it housed this house number. What house number is it? Sarah says think of hotels. Diane says 13.
Woo! That was a lot.
I'm sweating, guys. I'm sweating mainly because this room doesn't have an AC, but also because of how difficult that was. Guys. Gail got it as well, but Diane was the first on my screen, so I had to give it to Diane. But yeah, 40% of people don't want to buy a house with the number 13. It's bad luck. And Sarah was saying hotels don't have a 13th floor. That was the hint at the end there. Yeah. Fun facts. But it is Feel Good Friday. Let me get the Stumper screen out of here. Justin, you feeling good on Friday?
It's Friday, bro. Why wouldn't you?
Well, you're about to feel better after Feel Good Friday. All right. Dad jokes for the win. All right, we do have a Feel Good Friday from Diane. Here it is.
Hello. Good morning, squad. It's Diane. I have an update from last Feel Good Friday. It is now 5 days till Nathaniel lands at Logan, and he'll be home about 10 days. I cannot wait. Also, my father is now 3 weeks post-op from his heart surgery that I went down to Florida for. Anyway, so everything is going really well there, too. So happy, good news for everybody. Oh, and I'm still a happy camper. We had a great time camping. Even in the pouring down rain. I was out in the pouring down rain. I loved it. And we're hoping to go again the week before Columbus Day. So looking forward to that. Bye, guys.
A lot of good news there. A lot of good news. I will say, I remember many times going camping in pouring rain, and maybe that's why I don't go that much as an adult. It's just so hectic in the pouring rain. It's fun, but like, man, it is hectic. Yeah. But yeah, all that is great news. So we're very happy about that. Some Feel Good Fridays. Pete found the New York Times wrote a story about 86-year-old Mark Braley, ironically, but he spells it B-R-A-L-Y.
Imposter.
Little weird, yeah. Of Davis, California, who has not let his age stop him from playing the challenging sport of water polo. If you don't know about water polo, it takes a lot of stamina and strength to both tread water for long periods of time, as well as swim fast when the ball is near you. Mark explains that he currently has about 40 teammates. A few are in their 20s, but most of the others range from their 30s through middle age. Mark believes that he's certainly the worst player on the team, and he's been dealing with a weak hip and 2 knee replacements that hasn't stopped him from playing every week, Even though he's 86 years old, Mark says that despite everything he's done, water polo has been the greatest adventure. This blows my mind because I couldn't play water polo at like 18. Like water polo, I think is the hardest sport.
It's hard
to tread water and also like play handball. It's insane. I don't know how people do it. Like the power Olympics, I love watching it because of like I don't even know, like the I'm trying to use physical science terms here. Like the leverage that you need to build up. They like do that pump thing and then blows my mind. I think I was totally incorrect with my terminology. But anyways, that's awesome. Also, fans of the Green Bay Packers have a tradition of lining up outside the stadium at this time of year to cheer on the players as they start practice. 2-year-old Aria Rubens, who shows up wearing a Packers cheerleader costume, has been the center of attention because she also shows up with Disney princess teacups, which she offers to players as they walk by. It doesn't matter that she's a tiny little girl and the players are giant football players. When they walk by, she asks, "Want some tea?" She then offers a high five to players who stop and then cheers them on with a "Go Pack Go" chant that her father taught her. The players and fans around Aria are having fun with her tea parties, and more importantly, the tea parties have been a fun way for Aria to spend special time with her dad, which is awesome. I have seen videos. It is the cutest thing. If you get a chance, go look it up. We do have some small hacks to improve your day, so let me know if you agree with these. Here's a list from BuzzFeed on some small changes that make a big difference. Number 1, plan something meaningful or fun to do every day so you aren't just working for the weekend, which is a good point. Like if you're working a 9 to 5, plan something for after work that you're looking forward to, something like that. Yeah. From like video games, perfect thing, man.
I think I do that subconsciously.
Yeah, I agree. Like video games, or like if there's a show you want to watch, or if you want to, I don't know, take a walk at the beach or something after work, do it up. Number 2, do at least one household chore a day instead of doing them all on one day. Yes, I think it depends on the person.
Yeah.
I don't mind like a cleaning day. You know what I'm saying? Like Saturday morning, clean.
Because it's like out of the way. Instead of you don't have to worry that throughout the whole week.
Yeah, don't stress about it. And then one day a week. But see, the thing is, also play music when you're cleaning. That's like game changing.
Yeah.
Because for me, like I'm always looking for things to listen to music with. So cleaning's just another one of those things. I don't know, just me. Anyways, up next, carve out a little time every day to read or listen to an audiobook while going for a walk. I do think that's true. Something you enjoy. Don't fall into the trap of self-help books over and over again because they get really boring. And most of them say the same thing anyways. But yeah, find some good books and go for a walk. Exercise every day, which that is a good point.
Yeah.
And I know you're a big, component of this. No, that's not the right word. A supporter.
I just had it in my head.
You're a big promoter of this.
Yes.
Walking every day. Because I would always have working out on my to-do list. And then you get to the end of the day and you're like, there's no way I can work out right now. Just like as long as you're going for a walk or something, that counts. That's a workout. So at least get something in, some exercise. Do some gardening is up next, which I'm not a big gardener. Are you?
No, I haven't. I've like helped my grandfather and stuff before, but I'm not the main dude.
It also doesn't help you're living that apartment life right now. So it might be a little difficult. I don't know how plants do in Florida. You could get a palm tree.
Yeah.
Right off your balcony.
Don't know if that fit. But.
Is that allowed? A palm tree off your balcony? Anyways, do some gardening. Pete loves his gardening. Trish also loves. Trish has way too many plants, so there should be a limit on how many you can have. But other than that, do some gardening. Learn something new is up next, which I do agree that can improve your day. Some days, though, you just don't want to do anything. So, I would say like once a week, learn something new if you can. And then this one, I don't know.
I don't agree with this.
I don't agree with this at all. These are steps to improve your day, it says. Last one is wake up 10 minutes earlier every morning.
So, hypothetically, if you keep going with this, then you're going to wake up as soon as you fall asleep.
Yeah, agreed. Like the logic of it doesn't make sense. But also, if I'm trying to improve my morning, I'm trying to feel good, right?
Yeah.
Why would I want to wake up 10 minutes earlier? No.
You know what?
Just wake up at the time you have to.
Substitute to this. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a tip to improve your life from me.
Okay.
Sleep is the most important thing you can get for your body. That's a scientific fact.
True.
So actually, make sure you get 7 to 8 hours of sleep every day.
Yeah, that's how they should have worded it. I think that's what they were going for. Also, I'm going to take it one step further. Probably to improve your day, don't hit the snooze button. I've still yet to be able to do that. The other day, I got so close the other day. It was 8 o'clock. I said to myself when my alarm went off, I said, hey, you're awake right now. Just get out of bed. And then I fell back asleep. I was so close. I've yet to be able to do it. But anyways, try not to hit the snooze alarm. But I'd be a hypocrite if I said that was easy. We got a random question here. What are you starting to like less and less the older you get? Which I think is a good one. Some things maybe you started realizing as you got older that you just kind of liked it because you were a kid and you're liking it less and less now. We do have some suggestions here. Loud noises / places, which I agree with. But I do love, like a concert is so loud, but I love it so much.
Yeah.
You can like literally just feel the music. Love that. Crowded places, I could not agree with this more. Very specific things I'll put up with a crowded place. Concerts, sports games, but like I'm not going to like a crowded party or something. No, can't be me.
Those don't entice me. No, yeah. I wouldn't do that either.
How do you feel about this one? Social media. Do you like it less and less as you get older?
See, I don't like this. Well, not that I don't like this question, but I don't think it applies to me because I don't use social media in the way most people use social media.
True.
Like I don't follow a lot of personal people that I know in real life.
That is a good point.
I mostly follow like sports and stuff like that. So yeah, I could see why it's not great for people who use it to interact with maybe like people they went to high school and stuff with.
No, I agree. And I think I don't know if I would say I like it less and less. I think you just get more aware of the ins and outs of it.
For sure.
Or at least that's how I feel. So like the Social Dilemma on Netflix, it's a documentary about how technology is bad. Watch it. It's very informative. I don't think it'll cause you to delete. It might. I mean, you could delete your social media. But I think you just get more aware of how it kind of works. It's working to keep you on your phone and keep you obsessed. So become more aware of that so that it doesn't start to control you kind of thing. But yeah, right. I don't agree with it in terms of that I like it less as I get older. But yeah, going out, you like less and less as you get older. I guess I don't know if I would say that. I would word it as I like staying in more as I get older. Yeah. Not that I don't like going out every now and then, but staying in is just so much more valuable when you're older because, I don't know, you have a long week or something. There's nothing better than just lounging.
Yeah.
And the last suggestion here is people. You like people less and less as you get older.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, again, I think it's becoming more aware of kind of who you gel with as you get older. So you just choose to keep those people close. That's what I got. Dana says, the fact that I'm getting old, he likes less and less. Yeah, I mean, that's a good one. Gail says, noise, yes. Yeah. Diane says, we did have this one once, but it was quite a while ago. Yeah, we do. And sometimes the answers change, especially. But also, we've done 227 shows now. So maybe our feelings maybe we thought of new things to add to the list and stuff like that. Sarah says, leaving the house at night. That's a good one. One
thing I'll add is like really sugary foods, like those hugs that you used to drink as a kid, or like could be other stuff. Like,
yeah. No, I agree.
Cosmic brownies for me, I used to love those things, but now I don't know, they just don't hit the same.
Yeah. And again, I think it's like being more like and again, I don't know if this is everyone, but like a good diet, not in terms of like eating super healthy, but like as a kid, we could eat McDonald's 3 meals a day for a week and like be ready to go. But like, if you give me fast food for like 2 days in a row, I'm like, oh, I need a salad. Like I just need something easy. So I don't know, stuff like that. But I do agree. Like too much sugar now that you're an adult is like, it messes with growing old, man. Let's see. Diane says, I love that the show is not technically social media in a way, though it is with the squad. Here, the squad. Yeah. I know what you're trying to say. Yeah. And I agree with Justin, what he was saying. Because like with the show, I'm on social media a lot. But it's not like browsing a whole ton. But yes. So that is the random question. We are getting close to the end here. So last story here. The weirdest places because I had a horrible sleep schedule, mainly by choice, not even really because of homework or anything. But so like I would almost like sleep in 2 shifts, kind of. I would get like 4 or 5 hours at night and then sleep for like 2 hours. I don't know. That was just my life. Now I don't feel good after naps.
No.
Like when I take a nap, I feel worse when I wake up. I feel like ready for bed.
Yeah.
But anyways, the weirdest places to nap. Where's the weirdest place you've taken a nap? A survey found that 75% of people say they feel rejuvenated and more productive after a nap, and 23% say they nap every single day. People have opted to take that nap in some weird places, from the floor of the work bathroom to an MRI machine. Here are some of the weirdest places people say they have napped. The MRI machine doesn't seem that weird to me. What else? No. What else are you supposed to do? But anyways, on the toilet. Yeah, the bathroom is kind of weird. On the toilet in a grocery store bathroom is one of them.
It's better than the floor.
It's better than the floor, but I mean, how long are you in there? What are you doing? And like, was it an accident? Like you just fell asleep, or like did you go in there and you were like, I'm about to take a fat nap right now?
They have to be sleep deprived for that.
Yeah, that's something. Standing up on the subway. I've seen this happen. Like I've been on a subway and you can see people with their eyes closed, but like, can you really fall asleep though? Because you never reach that point of like total relaxation.
No, it's not like a complete sleep.
Unless you're like leaning up against a wall, but I don't know about that. In a drive-thru waiting for food. That's not healthy. Like if you're that tired, you shouldn't be driving.
No, that's not good.
Yeah, no, that's not good. In the trunk of a car, I really hope we're talking about like an SUV. Because if we're talking like a sedan,
how do you have the air?
Yeah, that's not safe. Don't do that. And the last one, at a funeral. I mean, hey, sometimes they're a little slow. They're pretty somber. So maybe that's a good place. Sarah said, well, I got my latest tattoo. Again, though, I don't think that's super weird. I feel like that's probably common, right? What else are you supposed to do? Especially if you want your tattoo person to focus. You take a nap, they do their job.
I'm surprised though she actually slept through the pain. She must be a champ.
I mean, this is, Sarah, what is that? Tattoo number 4, I think. So maybe she's just a pro. I would think that maybe certain spots like the pain like snaps you out of it. Diane says, I always sleep during MRIs. I find it ugly relaxing, like one of those anti-sensory things some people sleep in. Oddly relaxing. Yeah. No, that's true. Plus, it's like, I don't know, it's like the ultimate like white noise machine.
Yeah.
Because it's loud, but it's, I don't know, it's constant. I've only had one, but like, yeah, I do agree. I don't think it's that weird of a place, but yeah. What's the weirdest place you've taken a nap, Justin?
Honestly, there's probably 2 places I can think of that aren't that weird, but because I mainly take naps at home. One, when I was a really young kid, I slept at like a wedding, like a wedding party. I was just really tired, really small. Took a nap there. That's what I remember. And maybe a plane. Like I've taken a nap on a plane.
Oh, I am. So funny enough, I didn't used to sleep on planes. I loved planes. So like I just love being awake and watching. But now that I'm older, and also I kind of deal with migraines and a little bit of motion sickness. So like the second I'm on the plane, I prefer to sleep. Wake me up when we get there, kind of thing. My weirdest place though, and I think I've told this story before, a bus in Washington, D.C. We took like one of those, I don't know, tour buses, I guess. Like I don't know, it drives you around, shows you all the places. I fell asleep on it. There's a picture in my scrapbook. Basically, I've said this, I think, I don't know, either last show or the show before. My scrapbook is just a compilation of all the times I've fallen asleep. I've fallen asleep in a cardboard box when I was playing with it as a kid, under the table when I got in trouble. I think I've fallen asleep next to the dog's food bowl, some chats, and just hang out for a bit. If you do have to go, we leave you with a thought for the day. And the thought is, it does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. I like it. Very powerful. Pete always hits you right there with these quotes. But anyway, stand by for the post show. We'll be back shortly. We back. I have to say, so much work when Pete's not here. My voice is so tired. I need some tea with honey after this. By the way, nobody commented on my elephant mug.
Oh, I see it now. It was kind of hard to see when you lifted it quick, but yeah, that's a nice mug.
Yeah, I'm in a new location, yet to be disclosed. Even though I think if you previously watched the show, you probably know where I'm at. But yeah, I didn't bring the Pete Braley Show mug today, so I went with the elephant mug.
So that isn't your mug.
This isn't my mug. This is my favorite. This is my favorite mug at the current location in which I'm at.
Okay, all right.
Oh, I just feel, I don't know. I like the weekly shows, but I just feel rusty every week. Especially when we pre-record a show, which I don't think it comes across. Like, I don't think it's easy to realize. We recorded that show Tuesday of last week. So not this past Tuesday, the Tuesday before that. So we haven't done a show in like 11 days, I think it is. So by the time like we get back to being live, like Pete's going to feel super rusty too next week. Because for him, it's going to be like 2.5 weeks since we're going to have to practice. I'm going to have to train him back into, get him ready again.
Yeah. But plus the summer's been pretty busy. So it's been like off and on.
Yeah, it's been bittersweet. It's been a lot of good things, but like I can't wait for the fall because it's going to be back into a rhythm. Plus the content was getting good. I don't know if you guys have seen on social media, if you guys have been enjoying it. So I'm hoping to get back to that level. Yeah. But yeah, hopefully it was a good show today. Hopefully it didn't come across as super rusty.
Yeah, I think we did all right.
I hope so.
Diane says we did good.
Thank you. So, we done good, Justin.
Oh, my bad.
You done good, boys. Thank you. Sarah says, when you were little, you threw a temper tantrum and slid under the table and then fell asleep. Yeah, sounds like me. Sounds like me. I still do that nowadays. Let's see. Abby said, did you guys figure out the stump? Yeah, the number 13. 40% of people will not buy a house with the number 13. Would you, Justin? How superstitious are you?
I don't think I think I wouldn't mind. Now, isn't there house numbers that go into 3 digits?
Yes.
Now, I'm not going to say what 3 digits I'm thinking of, but
yeah,
if it was a special number, you think people would buy that house?
I think we all know. 007. You've never been a fan of James Bond. Yeah. No, but yeah, I agree with that. Hopefully, I would hope that's one they maybe skip. Maybe. If not, that house has to be haunted, right?
Yeah. It's been set up for that, surely.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a pretty superstitious person, but if it's like a beautiful house, I don't know if I would not buy it strictly because it's number 13.
Yeah.
But would you guys? Gail says, hey, if you need to go back to Monday through Friday, I'm okay with that. Maybe someday. The goal is someday. It's a lot. It's a lot for both of us. And as you guys saw, other things, other projects and stuff, music being one of them, kind of sort of had to take a back seat. So I think if there comes a time when all of it can be balanced, I don't see us being opposed to it. But just right now, in the immediate future, it's just a lot for both of us to do. Plus, Pete's trying to write more books and everything. So yeah, take once a week for now. But I did like the everyday, and I do kind of miss it. But sometimes you got to make the tough decisions, But yes, we do appreciate the support though, for sure. Yeah. Did I miss anything in the chats from before? How's everybody doing? How's your week been? How's your life been? Who's excited for football season?
Dana he's asking what's our predictions for the game
tonight. Which game?
That's game.
The preseason game? We're giving predictions for the preseason game? I think they'll probably be a brawl of some kind. I know they've been beefing in practice with the Panthers and the Patriots to a lot of people's disappointment, because normally a Bill Belichick team doesn't mess around like that. But I don't necessarily think it's been a lot of the Patriots' fault, if you know what I'm saying. Some Panthers players, the big fight, there was an injury. One of the Pats players went down with an injury, and the Panthers player kind of like went over him, taunting him while he was injured. So then, kind of brawl broke out. So yeah, my prediction is there'll be a fight. That's the only prediction I have for you. Other than that, you can't really predict a preseason game. Diane says preseason, got to give it to the Dolphins, 126-24. That doesn't mean anything for the season. The Pats lost to the Giants, but like especially the first preseason game, no one's playing any good players, so you're really just going backups against backups. So, yeah. Dana, what's your prediction? Also, Dana said Boston to Worcester about 45 minutes. Back to the
that seems right.
Before. Yeah. Diane says, Justin, I would say that being up earlier is the cooler part of the day, but we both know that ain't so down there. Yeah.
Yeah. But temperature? Yeah, no. Right when you wake up, you would think it would be cooler, but it's not. It's not.
It's like slightly more tolerable, maybe.
Yeah,
right?
Slightly.
Granted, I feel like when I was down there, it wasn't as hot as it normally is. We kind of lucked out with like a couple cooler days.
Yeah, you did.
Because there was one day we went to like a park nearby your house, and it actually wasn't. I mean, it was hot, but not horrendous.
There's a lot of overcast when you're here, so you didn't get the heat of the sun.
Right. Let's see. Diane says Worcester is in the middle of the state, so not a bad ride from Boston. Going way out west to Springfield is much further. Yeah, I've always wanted to go to like the Basketball Hall of Fame, but I've never gone. Also, Liam only eats the classic goldfish, man.
Listen, hey, I respect it. I'm a classic goldfish fan as well. I'm just saying I've dabbled in other goldfish.
I've dabbled. I've just never come across one that beats out the OG.
No. Other than the rainbows, no, I agree.
But the rainbows taste worse, in my opinion.
I don't know, man.
I still can't believe Gail rented a house that came with a dog. I mean, I feel like we got to talk to somebody about that.
Or do you think the dog's the owner?
The dog runs the house.
He's paying rent, you know?
Did you have to take care of the dog, Gail? I'm curious.
Someone must have been taking care of him because unless the rent was like cheaper because she had to take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
That just seems crazy.
Diane says, I hated when my sons had to go back to school. Zach hated it too, but Nate enjoyed it. But one of my favorite ads is the father in Staples dancing to It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. Yeah, I hated going back to school. To the point where I just I think I've talked about this before, but just August just still gives me a little bit of the heebie-jeebies. But luckily, I'm at a point now. I've been out for like 2 years from having to go to school. It's like I'm really looking forward to football season. So like I feel like I finally get to enjoy fall. I feel like I've never enjoyed fall before because it always correlated with school.
Well, that's like every time now and then when I put on a football game, it's like I get nostalgia and a little like panic because I think I have like an assignment due the next day because it's Sunday. So you gotta get ready for that.
Yeah. Sundays always had that feeling and I hated it. But now I'm looking forward to Sundays, especially, and nothing against doing the show. I didn't hate doing the show on Monday mornings, but we're not doing the show on Monday mornings anymore. So it's like just an open day to, to do exactly what I want to do the next day. So Sundays are going to be a good day. Dana said $400 chemistry book and the professor said you don't need it. That happened to me so much in college. And it drove me crazy.
I caught on to this very early.
You did.
That happened my first semester, and after that, I never bought a book until I needed it.
Yeah, it's so frustrating. Number one, that you have to buy books. I'm sorry, get a classroom copy. Mm-hmm. Why don't you have a classroom copy? Everybody can share it. The only time you should ever have to buy a book is if it's a book you have to write in, and it's 2022. That should not be a thing. Right. But buy a classroom copy of the books. Don't make kids buy it. School is already expensive. Come on.
And it's even worse if it's one thing to say to buy it and you use it, but it's another thing to say, oh, I'm not going to use this book at all and make them buy it. It's ridiculous.
And that, we were talking about don't buy it until you go. Like college professors sometimes would send you the syllabus before the class and it would say, buy this book. So you buy the book and then you go to class and the professor's like, I just had to put there as a technicality. Don't buy the book. You don't need it. It's like, dude, don't put it then. Like we're talking hundreds of dollars on these books. Yeah. Crazy. Also, never buy a new book in college. Always buy used, if you have to buy it at all. Diane says, I do miss making the paper bag book covers, but yeah, I agree about don't buy your school supplies before school starts. Yes. It was fun making the paper ones, but it was just, why couldn't I use the easy one?
Diane has a good point, and it's a pet peeve of mine. A very high percentage of college textbooks are actually written by professors, so they are price gouging on the books that were supposedly required. Mm-hmm. And this happened to me multiple times. Mm-hmm. And it's ridiculous.
Shout out to all the professors, though. I had one, some math class. She would scope out the cheap books on like Amazon and stuff to let you know. Like she would always has a list of the cheapest places to find books. And the price difference was insane. Like you could get a book for like $6 on Amazon and it goes for new for like $150.
Ridiculous.
Crazy. But yeah, don't buy any supplies. Don't buy any supplies beforehand. Let's see. Diane would buy either number because if people are really avoiding it and they don't get many offers, they'll have to bring the price down in the house. That's true. Mm-hmm. That's true. I don't know. I am pretty superstitious, though. I think first sign of anything crazy happening, though, I'm out. I'd probably give it a chance.
I'm more inclined to buy the number 13 house, though.
I don't have a lot of beef with the number 13. Knock on wood. I hope my future doesn't change that. But, Dana says he took a nap in the hose bed of the fire engine. Is that a common thing for people that work in a firehouse? I feel like it might be.
Is that a comfy spot?
I think it might be. I don't know. Hoses are kind of tough. Dana, did you enjoy that? Who's your choice for tonight's Pats game? All right, who's your choice? I'll answer that. Patriots all the way, because I think more starters are going to play, especially now that the preseason is only 3 games. Who's my choice? If you want a score prediction, can't help you. Also, and this is breaking news, I haven't even told Pete about this, which is how breaking it is. So, Pete, if you're watching, how's it going, buddy? How's Baltimore? We're doing football picks again this year, Pete and I, but we're also going to be doing on the CBS Sports app, because that's the only one I know that does this. We're going to be doing it, so we'll send out a link, probably post it on all social medias. You can sign up, and you guys can make the picks along with us, and it'll keep track of everybody and how you're doing, and we'll see who wins. You guys can battle it out against me and Pete, and if you beat us, we'll probably give you, I don't know, a sticker, some merch, Pete's car. I don't know. We'll think of something, not Pete's car, because it's also my car. But yeah, so that is going to be really fun. I wanted to do it last year, but I thought of it after the season already started. So this year we're doing it, and everybody can make their picks together.
It's going to be really fun, I think.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to elevate that segment on the show a lot.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because it'll be trying to beat me and Pete. Well, let me rephrase that. It'll be trying to beat me, because I'm obviously going to beat Pete. I'm the reigning champ.
Oh, you beat Pete last year?
Of course. You had to ask.
Well, because I forgot the end results, but I know for a while there you were trailing him a little bit.
Never by a lot. And then I think I had one week where I kind of blew him out of the water, and he couldn't really catch up. Sarah said my most recent class wanted $150 to rent the book from the school. Amazon rented it for $35. Yeah. It's crazy. Never buy from the bookstore, really, if you can avoid it. But at the school I went to, which everybody knows is Bridgewater, so I'm not even going to hide it, there was a couple books where you had to buy it from the bookstore.
Yep. Because the professor made it.
No, not even. It would be I don't know, an edited version of the book. So they would take out half of it because you didn't need it, and they would sell it from the bookstore. I did have a couple cool professors though that were like, buy the full book. Yes, it's heavier. There was a business law book that was 500 pages, thick, really heavy. But the professor was like, you can buy it from the bookstore for I don't know, $200, or go on Amazon, buy the full book. Because literally they just take information out of it and they resell it. Buy the full book for I don't even know, 1/10 of the price. I was like, listen, I can gain some muscle as well as saving a quick buck. So I'm going to do it that way. Yeah, if you can avoid it, never buy from the bookstore. It's normally a scam. Anyways, that's it for our TED Talk on school, and that's it for the show. I've kept Justin way too long. He has better things to do.
I do want to clarify one thing.
Yes.
With Diane, and you answer this as well. She's asking, does that app cost money for the football?
Absolutely not. I would never make you do something that costs money. Absolutely not. It is free to sign up and play. No, I would never make you do that. It is free. You just have to make an account. I don't know. Maybe you can sign it with Google or something, but it's free. It is free. 100%. If it costs you any money, don't do it. You hear it from me right now. Don't you dare. I'll track it with an Excel spreadsheet if that's the case. But anyways, that's going to be the show. Thank you, Justin.
No problem. It's been fun.
As always, hopefully there's more shows with us in the future. And I'm sure you could get a sneak peek of the new stew. Not much, but it's a work in progress. Next week, full reveal. Pete's back in the stew. I'll have a cool intro for the show next week, so be sure to tune in early, on time. Abby, I'm looking at you. Be here on time. But yeah, new show from the new stew, all live next week. See you there. Justin, you're the best. All around great guy. Appreciate it. And as we always say, go out and make it a great day.
Peace.